Hello, is this on? Can you see me, everyone? Aloha, my name is Ku'ule, and I'm the culture advisor here at Bridge House. I'm really excited to introduce you folks to this new module on Pono, which is one of 5 Bridge House values. If you haven't ever seen me before, no worry, beef curry. I'm gonna meet you probably next week or sometime very soon this month, and I'm really looking forward to that. So let's unpack this packet, yeah? In this module or during this month, you're going to learn about the word pono, uprightness, how to embody that word, multiple definitions of that word, how to apply it to your life. You're also going to learn hiki mai kala, which is a new chant that helps us to welcome in the sunrise, welcome in the sunlight, welcome in the new day, but also welcome ourselves into a new beginning and a new opportunity to forgive ourselves for the things we've done in the past so that we can move forward in a really upright and good way. We're also going to learn our ho'olauna, which is a way to introduce yourself through the Hawaiian worldview and the Hawaiian language. And again, that word is ho'olauna. Can you folks say ho'olauna? Ai, polole, very good. Ho'olauna, it means to your introduction. So we're going to learn a little bit about that, and that involves really learning about how to introduce ourselves based on who and where we come from. So that's an activity I'm really excited to share with you folks. It's been really impactful and meaningful to me. So again, let's dig into the packet. Okay, so first we have the June schedule. You may be watching this this video in another year or another time, but today is June 18th, which is the release of this video and this packet, or the very first release, June 18th, 2024. It's the very first release of these things. On June 25th is going to be our in-person workshop where we actually learn with each other, hiki mai kala. We'll practice that together. We're also going to learn our ho'olauna during that time. Then we're going to do the Zoom follow-up where we do the prompts that are also in this packet, but don't skip ahead because that's for that day. And then we're going to have our in-person ho'ike where we have trivia and food and all of those things. The Zoom follow-up is going to be on July 2nd, and the in-person ho'ike is going to be on the 9th. There's a pre-test that you should have already received and done. And there's going to be that same test administered on the ho'ike day, so we can study and practice between now and then. Next in the packet, we have 100 million, thousand, quadrillion definitions of the word pono as it's described by myself, as defined by the Bridge House website, and also as defined by the Hawaiian Dictionary. We have other uses of the word pono, which is going to be helpful for the trivia on the last day. This is the words and the application to hiki mai kala, which you can review today or on your own time. We have to memorize hiki mai kala by June 25th, which is next week. So do our best. We're just going to do our best. This is the ho'olauna guide, which we're going to go through all of this in our next in-person session, which is going to be next week. And we're going to do this next week. So the ho'olauna activity for next week. You can do this word search if you're interested in doing this activity and this activity. You can do this on your own. And then we have the journal articles, which again, don't skip to these. These are going to be something that we do together and apart. So that's our that's our packet there. I think just to unpack the mana'o of pono, I think pono, when people think righteousness, they think like goody two shoes. They think like people who try to be perfect and make like they don't have anything wrong with them and they're just living their best life doing whatever they're doing. And that's not necessarily the only definition and application of the word pono. Pono is a concept that allows us to look a little deeper into what we're doing and how we're doing it, how we're living, who we are. The concept and the value of pono invites us to take a closer look at how we interact with others and who we are in the world to others. In order to be pono, in order to be upright, we need the skills and the tools to be pa'a, or to be solid in ourselves, to be solid in what we believe in, to be solid in what we know is right and wrong, to be solid with our own boundaries on what's okay and what's not okay for us. And that takes some time to build. But the tools that we'll be equipped with this week have to do with Hiki Mai Kala, again, that chant. And also, really understanding how we can have a better relationship to ourselves. A lot of times we're not able to forgive ourselves for the things we did in the past. So we hang on to those concepts, to those to that guilt, to that shame. And then as we carry that guilt and shame throughout the rest of our lives, we allow it to let it become us, and then we become it. So instead of introducing ourselves as honorable descendants of honorable family members, we're introducing ourselves as far as like how many years we've been in prison, or how many felonies we've been charged with, or how many times we were caught doing drugs in the park, or like all of those things have to do with who we were. Maybe it has to do with what we did in the past, but doesn't have to define how we move forward in the future. So if we're not able to ho'opa'a kahua, which means to set a solid foundation in who we are, what we believe in, and what we know is right and wrong, along with, like, if we're not able to establish a solid sense of our own identity and find value in who we are and what we bring to the world, what we have to contribute to our communities that we each live in, whether that's your family or puna or kona or just where your community of friends, if you're not well in yourself, it's difficult to be able to contribute in meaningful ways when it comes to being pono. So I'm looking forward to unpacking all of these things with you folks. Again, I'm Ku'ule, and I'm really excited to be doing this with you folks. So looking forward to unpacking all of these things. If you have any questions at all, my phone number should be here on the screen. You can call me from the office phone according to the rules of how to use the not the office phone, the house phone that you folks have. You can call me anytime, and I'm happy to kuka or talk story with you folks. Other than that, I'm really excited to see you next week, and that's all I got. So Dr. Joe should have passed out the pretest and also this packet, and you folks again can look over it, read through it. Don't do the journal prompts, but you can do the word search and the crossword, and that's it until next week when I see you in person. Okay, mahalo piha. I will see you then. Aloha.